Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue our series that is looking at the God tier champion. So today's God tier champion we're going to look at is Aegon. Now Aegon is the king of all long fights and long quest fights. So let's go ahead and take a look at the numbers that make up Aegon. First, you're going to notice his critical damage rating is through the roof, as we've seen with many of the God tier champions. But other than that, there's a lot of numbers that are at 0, which gives us a little bit of pause. But with Aegon, he's one of these champions where his signature ability and his abilities are going to help him scale up his damage as well as his utility. So when we jump into the champion, the first thing we're going to notice is his signature ability. His signature ability essentially carries over a portion of his combo. Right now it's carrying over 62.97% of the combo, which means that if we have a 10-hit combo, he's going to carry over 6 hits of that combo. As he carries over that combo, it's going to increase his critical rating from 0 to 31, almost 32% for each hit in the combo. So now on a 100-hit combo, his critical rating is going to be 3,200. And what's that going to do for us? Well, as his combo meter grows, at 5 hits, he has a 40% chance to shrug off a debuff. At 10 hits, his critical rating is going to go up by 12.6%. At 20 hits, when the opponent evades, he activates a combo shield and has a 45% chance to become unstoppable. At 30 hits, his strikes are going to be critical strikes on an opponent's block. On 50 hits, when he's charging heavy, for 1 second he's going to go unstoppable, and this can only be activated on the heavy attack. At 75 hits, the block proficiency goes down. On 100 hits, he has a chance to shrug off 1 debuff. At 150 hits, 0.75% of true accuracy, so can't be evaded or auto-blocked. At 200 hits, 100% chance to ignore physical resistance. 300 hits, critical fury buffs are granted at 541.4 for 1 second. On 500 hits, his opponent suffers 100% defensive ability accuracy reduction. 750 hits, 1.5 seconds of unstoppable on combo shield, and then 1,000 hits. So when you max him out 999 on his carried over combo, his first hit is automatically going to be unblockable. So these are all really powerful abilities that can break up later game fights that are going to sometimes slog down into block fest or special fest. Now when charging a heavy attack, he gets a combo shield, and when he gets hit charging in on a heavy attack, he can't lose more than 4% of his total health. So, or 5% of his maximum health. So what this really allows you to do is charge a heavy, take a punch on the face, which is going to give you a fury buff from the being struck, and then he's going to get through to do all of his damage. Now when he's attacked, as I just stated, he's going to get a 6-second fury buff. So if he gets hit a few times, he's actually going to stack a bunch of furies. His special 1 is just going to do about 6 hits. His special 2 will give a bleed that's going to last for a number of seconds and do different damage that's going to scale up based on his attack. And his special 3 is going to automatically stun for about 7 seconds, and that's going to give you a chance to get in and start doing some other combos. So there's a lot going on with Aegon around his abilities, this combo meter carryover, and then the other things that are going to go along with it. His synergies are very interesting because with the champion, I don't really regard that as a valuable synergy, but with Proxima Midnight, that's a super powerful one, because what Proxima does is it gives him a once a fight combo shield, so if he gets hit, he doesn't lose a combo, and then he's going to get a plus 25% potency to his fury effects. The one with the sentry can be valuable for both champions because it's going to give Aegon some extra critical hits, but it's going to make the sentry, who starts with one reality warp, get a plus 200% critical rating, so can it really bump up his critical rating and his critical damage. So they're actually a pretty good team to run together, Sentry, Aegon, and Proxima. So let's start looking at some fights. What I did was I started a quest cold so I could kind of show you how you carry over and where Aegon kind of starts. We're not seeing a lot of crit damage. In fact, no crits have been hit yet. Crits are when you see the damage number over the champion you're hitting. It'll be a yellow number. The yellow number is going to indicate a crit. So we've been in this fight for a number of seconds, and we have had 0 crits. The last hit, 1913, was a crit. So Aegon's not really doing us a whole lot, but we did get a 28-hit combo. So now we're going to automatically carry over a certain number of hits. So when you look at Aegon going into the next fight, notice his persistent charge is going to be about a 20-21 when we actually put him on 17. So he carried over 17 of those 28 hits into the next fight. So now he's already got his 5 hit and his 10 hit abilities in. And as you notice, we've already had a bunch of crits off our first set of attacks. So what this is doing is it's basically stacking victory on top of victory. So with Aegon, it's not necessarily a bad thing to go ahead and extend a fight and maybe do some longer things like get in that SP1 or try to do that 2-hit combo. I just went for the SP1 there, and I even did get some of the critical on the block because he has that ability triggered. So you're going to want to maybe play him a little bit differently when you're trying to ramp him up. That medium attack is going to give you 2 hits. So instead of a medium, light, light, medium combo that's going to do a maximum of 5 hits, Aegon is a light, 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 medium, and it's going to be 6 total hits. So he does have some mechanics built in to make him a little bit better. Now here I'm showcasing the heavy attack. So if you notice, he got a combo shield. That's at yellow 3. He's going to get another one here. And notice there's a cooldown on that combo shield as we read in the description. And that little ability can really come in handy later in fights. Because remember, as we're building him, we're going to be stacking abilities on top of abilities. We are 3 fights in. And right now, I believe in the next fight, we're going to be carrying over a 30 or 40 hit meter, so we're automatically going to be in some of these better abilities. 37, so we're already in some of these better abilities. 40, and remember, the active combo adds on to the carried over combo. So when Aegon is at 37, that's not hits 1, 2, and 3, that's hits 38, 39, and 40. So now our 40 ability is active. Now if we can get it up to 50, which we just ate a nice hit from Juggernaut, he's not exactly being very, very helpful in our training video, but when we're hitting these combos, we're not actually going from 1, 2, 3. We're now at 43 on our combo meter as far as Aegon's abilities. So that's really something that a lot of people have to understand, is that Aegon is going to stack ability on top of ability on top of ability. So realistically, even if we make a mistake, which we did there, we're automatically still going to be gravy training another 6, 9, 8 hits into it. Now let's take a look at a longer form fight. Now this is a 999, a fully maxed out combo meter Aegon going up against an Abyss of Legend Taskmaster. Now with this fight, what I really want you to notice is he's proccing or triggering multiple different abilities every single time he does anything. I mean, he's hitting him and he's getting a true strike, he's getting a critical buff, he's getting unstoppable, he's getting fury, he's getting combo shield. He's just doing massive amounts of damage, and now that he's over 999, every single time that he does any hit, it's going to be critical. And it's going to do an insane amount of damage. In fact, when you saw, we just got hit by Taskmaster, and we procced or triggered 6 Fury charges. So that meant that every single hit that we had coming back to him was going to be a massive amount. Now, this is something that you're really going to want to notice, is that Aegon, at some point, even if you do block some of his hits, on a normal 4, 5, or 6 combo, one of them is going to become unblockable. So you're never going to be in a fight where you're trying to push damage through. You're always going to be able to get damage through with Aegon once you build him up to a 999. So for people that haven't done Realm of Legends, Labyrinth of Legends, or even Abyss of Legends, Aegon is almost like the easy mode for these game contents, because once you get him where he needs to go, which is that 999 combo, and you can do that in some of those game modes in a handful of fights, 1, 2, 3 fights. I think this Aegon I built up to 999 over 3 fights. And one of the tricks with Aegon is if you have a really good combo going and you're about to enrage a Labyrinth of Legend boss, Abyss of Legend boss, and basically enrage is a mechanic where at some point they just will kill you, because this is content. Kabam doesn't want you just breezing through. They want you to lose. They want you to have to buy revives. So when you're about to die and you know you're about to die, if you hit pause and you quit out of the game, Aegon will end the fight with whatever his existing combo is, which is a really good little workaround to Aegon, because some people have 150, 160 hits, and then they'll get tagged one time, and then all that work is gone. If you're at the end of a life bar, just go ahead and cancel out and go back in, because using a revive is going to be worth it when your next hits are going to go into the fight are going to be 160, 170, 180, 999, because that's where you're building to. So Aegon is a beautiful champion for long form content. He can definitely be used in quests, but remember, once the quest is over, his combo meter will reset. So hope that you enjoyed.